What's up, fam? It's Naj with Built by Plants. I have a important but pretty quick video for you all tonight. All right, this is specifically about how to design your own fat loss meal plan, vegan meal plan, using the Built by Plants Pocket Coach. Now, the reason we're doing this is because I told a few of our Pocket Coach members that we will go ahead and do a live where I show you all how to design your meal plan, and I felt it would be important to also share it with everybody else, all of our YouTube family. All right. So if you don't have the Pocket Coach, you can obviously join and get your account. All right. It should be a link down below in the description. It is $1 for a 7-day trial, and then after that, after the 7 days are up, it's just $27 per month. You can cancel whenever you want, but you're not going to cancel. You're going to love it. So here's the thing. We're focusing on how to design your own meal plan, and I'm going to do a walkthrough to show you all how to set up your meal plan if you're trying to lose fat. If you don't know where to start, or if you do know where to start but it's too complex, you don't understand what you should be focused on, we're going to get busy with that tonight. There's a lot of things that you should know prior to starting your own meal plan or creating your own meal plan, right? Because it's not as simple as, it can be as simple as writing down some meals and then eating. But the one thing that I don't want for you all is when you're trying to lose fat, I don't want you all working in vain, right? Just working for the purpose of thinking you're doing the right things, but don't necessarily have everything in order to be focused on the right components, right? Because you can be eating healthy, you can be eating better, but it don't necessarily mean that you're losing weight. Fat loss, right? Body composition, eating for that versus eating for health, they're not necessarily the same. They can coexist and they can be parallel, but just because you're eating for health don't mean that you're going to be losing fat, and vice versa. Just because you're losing fat don't mean you're getting healthier. Although if you are obese and you are losing weight, no matter what you're eating, as long as you're dropping some pounds, you will, improve your health overall to some extent, right? If you're severely obese, I should say. So we are going to get right into it. I'm going to share my screen with you all, and we're going to get started. So give me 1 second where I share my screen, and I want this to be interactive. I want you all to ask questions, even if it's not specifically about a meal plan, even if you just have other questions, whether that's about fat loss, building muscle, training, anything within this, world. All right, feel free to drop a question or drop a something you want to know down. Let me share my screen with you all, and let's get busy. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is open up the Pocket Coach on a desktop. You can also do this on the phone, right? We have an app, but I'm not going to focus on the phone just yet. I think it's important to do it on the desktop so that you all can know what it actually looks like, which is much more a lot more options, I should say, on the desktop versus the app, because you can see everything spread out. So the first thing we're going to do, we got to know how many calories we should be taking in. All right, how many calories should you be taking in to start losing some fat? That's what's most important prior to picking the meals you're going to be eating. The way to do that is to use our fat loss calculator inside of the Pocket Coach app. So on the left hand menu right here, it says fat loss calculator. We're going to tap on that, and this is a video of me explaining how to use the calculator, but I'm doing it live, so we're just going to do it now. So the first thing it's going to ask is for some basic information. Step 1, you're going to pick your sex, right, your gender. You're going to enter your age. I'll just go ahead and do mine. I almost forgot how old I was. And then you're going to enter your height. So I am 6'1", I am 33, currently I think about 220. Next, we're going to hit step 2. Now we're going to pick our activity levels. Now here's the thing. Your activity levels is what's going to determine how many calories you're actually eating, how many calories you should be eating. So make sure that you do this part accurately. You don't want to just guess and say, oh, I have a goal of working out 6 times a week, so I'm going to pick that. That's not accurate. What are you doing currently right now? What does your life consist of? All right. So are you sedentary, meaning you're not working out and you're sitting down the majority of the day? You have a desk job. Are you working out a little bit now? Are you doing a little bit of cardio? You're a little active throughout the day. Moderate, meaning working out maybe 4 to 5 times a week. all right, and maybe you're moving it around a little bit more. Active would be more of a person that's daily exercising, and then 3 days a week, 4 days a week, you're doing some intense exercise. Very active. This is like 6 days a week exercising, maybe doing a little bit of cardio on some of those days, and then the other days you're actually training. And then you also have a busy life. You're always on the move. And extra active, should we call it? This means that you're training intensely already currently, or you have a physical job. So maybe you're a mail carrier, or maybe you're delivering, what do you call it, or packing the FedEx trucks or something like that. All right, whatever it is that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, where you're very active, you're always on the move, you're always on your feet, you're running back and forth. Maybe you're a nurse or a doctor or something like that, and you're constantly going back and forth. All right, that's how you're going to determine how many calories. Well, should I say that's how you're going to determine your activity levels. So I'm going to just go with active. Step number 2, you select your goal. So this isn't just a fat loss calculator, although I do call it that. Your goal can be maintaining your weight, right? And the Pocket Coach is designed to help you on every stage of your goal. So it's not so much just about losing weight. It can also be about maintaining, right? So maybe you start off wanting to lose some weight and you get to your ideal weight. Then you'll go to here and you tap on, when you do your calories again, you tap on maintain weight, because you're in a position to where you're not trying to lose, you're trying to maintain and just start, making some progress with training and such. So I'm going to select weight loss. Then it's going to give me some starter calories to start eating so I can see some progress. All right. Now, if y'all been following the channel for a while, the main thing I always say, I am about not overwhelming you all. I don't want you to focus on hitting every single macro, right? You don't focus on your carbs, your fats, and your protein, and the total calories. The one thing I always say is just focus on staying within your calorie limit. That's number 1. Stay within your calorie limit, right? Don't exceed. And then stay within your protein total, right? Try to hit your protein goal. Your fats, your carbs, those are going to fluctuate on a daily basis based off of the food choices and the meals that you select inside of the virtual kitchen. All right. And, just what you eat in general. So like for example, yesterday I put up the sweet potato and the black bean protein chili. So that has quite a bit of protein in there. That has quite a bit of carbs in there because of the potatoes and such. So that day is going to be a little bit higher in carbs, right? Then the next day maybe I'll have something that's a little bit higher in fats. So we're not going to focus on hitting the carbs and the fats every day, but it's going to focus on staying within our calorie limit and hitting our protein goal. That's what's most important when you're focusing on fat loss, as far as actually seeing some progress. All right, I got to stress that because it's so easy to ignore it. Now what happens? Once we have our total calories that we're going to be taking in, once we know how many calories we have to reach, and once we know our protein goal, then we can go over to the virtual kitchen. And the virtual kitchen has all of our plant-based meals, all right? It has every recipe that we ever created and every recipe that we will create. And the Pocket Coach members, they get the recipes before everyone, all right? So if you look in here, you'll see all type of stuff. You see breakfast breakfast meals that we've created, lunch, main dishes, desserts, appetizers, smoothies, pretty much everything that we have. So let's just say I like the way these protein pancakes look, and I'm gonna tap on that. When I pour that open, then I can see, if I scroll down, it has the total calories for this breakfast right here. It also has the ingredients, so it shows me what I need to do or what I need to have, and then the instructions along with a how-to video so I can make those. And then it shows me the calories and the protein intake, right? So let's say I like this meal. I want to add it to my meal plan. I can tap right here on the actual recipe and I can say add to my meal plan. Then I'm going to select a day. Since it's protein pancakes, I think I'm going to choose that on a Saturday morning. And then boom, it just got added to my meal plan that quickly. And I'm going to show you all what the meal plan looks like, all right? Because the whole goal of this live is to show you all how to create your own fat loss meal plan with the Pocket Coach, all right? So I'm going to go back. And feel free to ask questions if I'm going too fast, or if y'all want to know a little bit more about some of the things I'm showing you. because this is the actual inside of the Pocket Coach. I'm giving you all an inside look as to what the Pocket Coach consists of. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on meal plan so y'all can see what it actually looks like, right? Now, this one isn't a completed meal plan. This is a blank slate, basically. So the meal plans will have it'll basically be your Monday through Sunday, your 4 days, your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snacks. And you can design it however you want it to look, all right? So every day, let's just say for Monday, it'll be broken down with the specific meals that are in the virtual kitchen. And then it'll also have the calories for that specific day. So you know how many calories you're taking in, and you know that you're staying within that total amount of calories that we just got from the fat loss calculator, which is 2321, right? So if I scroll down here and I look at Saturday morning, this is that vanilla protein pancakes that I added when I was on that specific meal in the virtual kitchen, right? So I see this on Saturday in breakfast. This is what I'm having. And then down here, it has the total calories for the day so far, which is the calories from that protein pancake breakfast. Now that I know I have 627 calories on the meal plan for Saturday, let's see how many we have left. Let's see. We have a total of 2,321 minus 629. Okay, I don't want to give it to me like that. Let me just pull up like this. So I have 1,692 calories left for this day, right? So now I can go in and I can just tap on add item. If y'all didn't see that, under my lunch, let me pick my lunch. I'm going to say I want a salad for lunch since I'm having the protein pancakes for breakfast. And this will show you a list of the different type of salads that we have in the Pocket Coach. So let's say I want the chicken salad. All right, now we added the chicken salad and I see how many calories I have so far for the day total from both of these two meals. So I know how many I have left to play with, right? So basically I have another 1,000 calories left for dinner and a snack since I'm staying within 2,300 calories. And I'm already at 115 grams of protein for the day. And for the full day, all I need was 172, right? And I'm way over halfway there just from these two meals right here. So now I'm going to go in, I'm going to select my dinner. Let's say for dinner, and if you delete it, it'll pull up some different options. Let's say we want, let's go ahead and pick a, what do we want to have for dinner? Let's go with the spicy jerk wraps, lettuce wraps. All right. So that put us at 1,780 calories. So I have about 450 calories left for my snacks. And let's just go with some fruits. All right. Let's say we want some fruits. Actually, I can just go back and I can just pull up, scroll down and see the different fruit. I'm going to go with the watermelon. And then I'm going to have 2 servings of watermelon. And look, so far for the day, we have pancakes for breakfast on Saturday. We have a chicken salad. We have a spicy jerk chicken lettuce wraps for dinner. And then for our snacks, we have the watermelon, right? We have 2 servings of the watermelon. And this is a total of 2,080 calories with 182 grams of protein. So I've already exceeded the amount of protein that I said I wanted to get in for the day, which is 172. And I'm still within those calorie limits, which is 2,300. I'm only at 2,080, right? And the thing is, you don't have to force yourself to eat more food, all right? Because I could come in here and I can just add another serving of the fruit, right? Just so I can get closer to that number. But, you know, no reason to force yourself to eat that exact number. You can go under that 21 calories, all right? So just keep that in mind. So this is how you go about building out your meal plan. Now, what I would do as well is I will go in and I will add the rest of the meals that I want to have for the rest of the week. Now, something that's important, something that let me switch up my screen, all right? Something that's important that I want y'all to keep in mind is you can have a lot of different variety of meals, but the thing is, that's not the best way to approach losing fat. right? That's not the best way to build discipline and consistency, because when you have a bunch of different meals every single day, let's say Monday you want a full meal plan, Tuesday you want a whole bunch of different other meals, Wednesday you want different meals. You're not the type of person that likes to eat the same thing every day. That's cool and people can do that, but I don't find that to be the most sustainable way to build your meal plan, because you're essentially, the way I like to think of it is, the more boring you eat, the better. All right. I know I post a lot of different meals for you all, and I give a lot of different meal prep ideas and different recipes and things like that. But I'm just giving you all a plethora of different ideas that y'all can choose from, and then pick that thing and eat something similar every day. For the most part, I eat burrito bowls for lunch every single day. I may switch up a few ingredients in there, but it's pretty much the same. I'm gonna always have my veggies, right? I'm always for my burrito bowls, usually broccoli or asparagus or bok choy, or something like that, right? And then I'm gonna have my protein source, which is gonna be seitan or every once in a while tofu, right? Something like that. And then I'm probably gonna have like a carb source as well. So maybe some rice or some cauliflower rice, or maybe even just more veggies or sauteed spinach or something. And then, maybe on the side I have like some black beans. I keep it very simple, the same things, and I just change up the variations of those foods, right? I don't like to do a bunch of different crazy variety of meals, because it's just make it a little bit more difficult. You got to cook a whole bunch more. It's even harder to prep your meals ahead of time, because you're making something new every single day. And it's difficult for me to do that, and I do this full time, right? So imagine you trying to make a bunch of different meals every single day, trying to lose fat while also doing your job, while also taking care of your family, while also probably cooking for everybody else in the house. It's much easier to pick something that you like. I call them the go-to meals. Pick like 1 or 2 go-to meals that you have throughout the week, and you eat that same thing every day or every other day, right? Maybe you have Monday one meal, you have like a A-B type thing, right, with those 2 meals. Monday is A, Tuesday is B, Wednesday is A, Thursday is B, that type of thing. You switch it up throughout the week, so you get a little bit of variety, but I don't necessarily think you should be trying to have something different every single day, because that's just a lot. It's a whole lot to just be trying to, what do you want to call it? To be trying to juggle, essentially. So let me show you how I would set up your meal plan. All right. This is how I would set up my meal plan, should I say. So let's start with Monday. Monday, I would come in and, like I said, I would pick a burrito bowl. So, matter of fact, I'm going to choose the easy. This is probably my favorite meal out of all of these. So this is the Easy Pro Pack burrito bowl. So let's just say I didn't know how to make this. I can tap on this, and it'll pull up the full recipe for me. All right. So again, it'll show me the total amount of calories, which is 530 calories, right? And then if I come down here, it'll show me the total amount of protein. So 530 calories with 65 grams of protein. Now that exceeds what I always say is the best protein to calorie ratio. For every 100 calories, I like to have about 10 grams of protein at least when I'm picking my protein sources. But this whole meal itself is only 530 calories with 65 grams of protein, which is crazy, right? And again, I designed all of these meals in here. Some of them, I shouldn't say all of them, but the majority of these meals in here to be high protein, low calorie. Now I play around with some of them just so y'all can have some variety and have fun with your meal choices and things like that. But for the most part, that's how they're designed, right? And like I said, there's the instructions right here, the ingredients on how to make it, and then I also have the video on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, that shows you more in depth how to make it. So I would have this pretty much every single day. I will come here, pick the same thing. All right, and this is how I go about designing my plan. Easy Thursday, same bowl, right? All right, and that's pretty much how I would design it. And then I'll go down to Sunday, and maybe Sunday is the one day I'll switch it up. I have like a different type of salad or something like that. Boom. All right, so now that's all of my lunches throughout the week. I already know exactly what I'm gonna make. It's gonna be the Easy Pro Pack burrito bowl every day, pretty much, right? And that lets me be able to prep all of those foods on like a Sunday. For breakfast, I don't eat breakfast, right? I do have some things. I don't have like solid foods in the morning. I just bought that juicer that I showed you all the other day. There's a video on the channel where I was making a juice from scratch. With the new juicer I just bought. Where did I get that juicer from? Did I order off of Amazon? I ordered off of Amazon. And I made, what was the juicer? It's like a watermelon juice or something like that. I forgot. Look at the channel. But it was a good juice. So I've been having that throughout the week a little bit. So maybe I have a juice or something or a smoothie. But it's very rare to have something in the morning. Pretty much what I'm usually drinking is coffee. And we have our own coffees, the BBP Lions coffee. That's at bbpsubs.com if y'all want to grab some. So I'll just put coffee on here daily, right? And the reason I like to have, well, one, I'm not really hungry in the morning, right? So if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to force myself to just eat just for the sake of eating or because I think I need to eat. Now, if I did get hungry in the morning, then I would eat, but I don't necessarily need to. What I like to do is usually have a bigger lunch. So those calories I would normally have for breakfast, I like to take them and just move them later on throughout the day. So I split those morning calories that a lot of people have. Some people have like 700 calories in the morning. I like to take that, divide it in half, and I'll have like, 350 added to my lunch so I can have a bigger lunch, and then another 350 added to my dinner so I can have a bigger dinner, right? So that way I'm more full, I'm more satisfied, I'm more happy, and that keeps me consistent when I'm in a diet. Well, in a diet, when I'm in a deficit, a calorie deficit, right? That's more enjoyable to me. Now, here's the thing. While we're on this live, I want you all to be taking what I'm saying. Even if you all don't get the Pocket Coach, I want you all to be thinking about how you design your meal plan. Do you currently have a meal plan? And it's not that you have to have a meal plan, but a plan for your eating is essentially what I'm saying. All right. Think about what is my plan for eating when I'm trying to lose fat, or what's my plan for eating even when I'm just trying to eat more vegan. Right? Can I look at something? Do I have something visually? Do you have an app that you can pull up? Do you have something that you can say, this is what I'm eating tomorrow? Do you know what you're going to eat tomorrow? Or are you going to freeball or, freestyle it? You should know these things, specifically if you're trying to lose weight. You should know how many calories you're going to take in tomorrow if you're trying to lose weight. You should know how much protein. You should know where that protein is going to come from. You should know where what vegetables you're going to be eating. All these things should be mapped out a little bit, right? And that's why I provide tools like the Pocket Coach so y'all don't have to think about this stuff. So you can get inside of there and do exactly what I'm doing. And I'm designing my actual meal plan because I'm going to be using this, right? But I'm trying to let you all get inside of how I think when I'm trying to lose weight, when I'm trying to build muscle. This is how I will go about it. I will design a plan. And the thing is, you don't have to eat specifically and solely off of that plan. You want this to be at minimum like the baseline of how you eat, right? The majority of your meals throughout the week should look like this. And you don't necessarily have to eat like verbatim exactly. Like if it says broccoli, you want to swap it out and have like asparagus or something like that. Or, have fun with your different vegetables or your carb sources. There's always room for a variety and swapping it that way. Just don't have completely random meals and things like that you grab from the store. You want to be able to control the majority of the calories that you're taking in so that you know what you're doing on a daily basis. All right. You want to have control over this area, right? Because if you haven't reached your body goal in the last 5 years, let alone 10 years or such, it's probably because what you're doing on a daily basis. It's probably your current habits. It's probably what you're eating. It's probably what you're thinking. It's probably the people that you're around, your environment. You probably can go in the cabinet and open up and it's like all type of foods. It's like all type of chips and cookies and candies and things like that you just have like free access to, right? So you want to set your environment up so that it can be catered towards the goals that you're trying to accomplish. It shouldn't be so easy for you to just go in there and grab whatever your favorite, desire is. That should be like at the grocery store. That should be like, somewhere where it's not easy to just grab, at your will, especially when you're trying to diet, because that's when it gets more tempting. So think about these things I'm saying and really apply them. That's going to be the biggest takeaway. All these things, y'all can't do much unless you apply what I'm saying. That's the biggest thing. I wish there was a way for me to just like see y'all at y'all house and pick up the fork for you and make you eat, but I can't do that right now. All right. Virtual reality has not yet reached that level. So y'all gonna have to do it. But in the meantime, at least listen to what I'm saying and try to make it happen. Okay. So let's get back to it. Let me make this bigger for y'all so that y'all can see. Okay. Now if this is valuable, right fast, um, if this is valuable, can y'all drop a 1 in the comments just so I can know? Okay? Drop a 1 in the comments for me. Because I will do this more often. I will give you all more lives throughout the week. If y'all do feel these type of things, helpful. But I need to know. If not, then I won't, waste some time doing it throughout the week. Although I do enjoy it. So if y'all enjoy this type of stuff, drop a 1 in the comments so I can see, and I can do this more throughout the week. So let's get back to it. Dinner. Let's set up our dinner. Now for dinner, the thing about it is, although we are meal prepping, right, and we're designing our meal plan, the one thing I always tell people is just to prep your lunches, right? Prep your lunches ahead of time. Sundays, Saturdays, or whatever your off day is, whatever off day that you have, that should be the day that you prep your lunches. I personally don't think that you have to prep every single meal. You don't need to prep your breakfast. Breakfast can be so fast. Breakfast can just be a quick juice, right? Get you some veggies, get you some fruits that you like, get you a little chia seeds or hemp seeds, whatever, add that in there, and you good to go. Drink that. That's going to give you a whole bunch of energy. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Oh no, I'm on the right screen. That's going to give you a whole bunch of energy. That's going to make you feel good because you're getting a quick win. You're getting your body full of fresh vegetables in the morning, full of fresh fruits, right? And you're going to be feeling good. That's a quick win. I always take those quick, easy wins in the morning. So do that, right? Or if you don't want to do that, have some oatmeal with some fruits, something like that. And if you want to have oatmeal, I always recommend adding like a scoop of protein powder because that way you can get more protein in. Try to add protein to the things that you're already taking in, right? But that should be your morning. So you don't even need to prep your morning, your breakfast, like unless you're doing like overnight oats or something like that. After that, your lunches. Prep your lunches because lunch is the time that people are mostly working, right? The majority of us are working at about 12, 1, whenever you decide to have your lunch. So it's not like you can go home and make it unless you work from home or whatever. But even still, you don't want to spend your lunch break making your lunch if you can help it, right? So prep your lunches if you can. Again, stick to like a protein bowl, something like that. Burrito bowl. I think some people call it like Buddha bowls and stuff like that. Have something that has like a large variety of foods in there. Maybe like an easy stir fry. We have some of those in here. Something that tastes good that you can enjoy. Prep that. Dinner is up to you if you want to prep it. I know a lot of people don't like to necessarily prep their dinners because they don't like to have foods that's been refrigerated for a long period of time because they don't taste as good as the first day that they made it. And I get that. So I always say for dinner, you can make that the night of, or maybe just make 2 dinners, or do what I did. Like if y'all didn't catch that sweet potato black bean chili dish that I made, I think it was yesterday. Like I made a big pot of it, right? So it was like a 4-day meal prep. So you can have that. You make a 2-day meal prep of that. So that'll be your dinner for Monday night, and then it'll also be your dinner for Tuesday night. So that way you knock out 2 of them, right? Or you can make a 3-day meal prep and do 2 3-day meal preps throughout the week. So if you can do these big one pot, that's the next thing I want to do for you all. If y'all don't know me, I do a lot of ranting, all right? I do a lot of tangents, and I just like go on and on. But I know a lot of people like it, so I'm gonna just roll with it. So the next thing I want to do, what I'm focused on right now, is giving you all a bunch of different meals that are seasonal, that you all like to eat anyways, but try to make them more healthy and to make sure that you get more protein in if you're focused on fat loss and building muscle, and also make sure that you can do it in a way where you can sustain this lifestyle. Because a lot of people fall off because they don't know what to eat, or they're making foods and they don't like what they're making, or they're following people that make meals in certain ways and it don't taste good to them. Like I like food, and then obviously Raina has taught me so much about cooking and making meals, so it's pretty simple for me now. But I want to make meals that you all enjoy. And then right now I'm focused on doing a lot of different chilies and a lot of soups. Y'all see the polls. If you haven't, in a community tab on YouTube, go to my page on YouTube. There's a community tab, and I do like little polls and things right there. So the sweet potato chili was from you all that voted it. And next, probably tomorrow, I just bought the ingredients today, but probably tomorrow I'm gonna make the creamy, creamy broccoli cheddar soup. Somebody commented, said that they wanted the next, but I'm focused on doing a lot of meals like that, but meal prep style. So making a whole bunch of it so y'all can eat it for a couple of days, and that way you're not thinking about cooking as much. Maybe you're cooking twice throughout the week. These big one pot meals, those things are perfect, amazing for fat loss because you could do it at one time. It's quick, especially with the Instapot. The Instapots make cooking so much faster. That sweet potato black bean chili dish, that literally probably took about 15 minutes max, maybe 20, but that was only because I was filming. If y'all making it, probably prep time, chopping up the veggies, that's going to take like maybe 5 minutes. And then the Instapot, they got the pressure cooker setting, so the whole chili cooked in like 8 minutes. And sweet potatoes usually take a little bit longer, especially if you put them in the oven or you're trying to cook it on a pot on the stove. That's like 45 minutes just for the sweet potatoes to actually cook thoroughly through. But the pressure cooker literally cooked the entire bowl of sweet potatoes and everything in like 8 minutes compared to 45. So my main goal right now is, one, making sure that y'all have lots of options that y'all enjoy so y'all can stick to this lifestyle. Make sure they taste good so it doesn't feel like you're dieting if you're focused on fat loss. Then 3, giving you different varieties. There's different ones that you all can choose from so that you're not stuck to one specific thing and you can swap them out and such. So let's get back to it. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? All right, dinner. So inside the Pocket Coach for dinner, we have a lot of different choices. If I scroll it down here, let's say, matter of fact, I'm going to get out of the meal plan section. I'm going to go to the virtual kitchen and I'm going to show you all some of the different dinners that we have. And then I'm going to add them by clicking on them so y'all can check it out. All right. So, let's say like pasta dishes. We have a lot of different pasta dishes. This is the vegan scallops and creamy pasta. So this may be one that you all like, that y'all want to add to your meal plan. I would recommend having this like on a weekend, right? Maybe you do like a 2-day pot of this. So maybe like for a Saturday night and a Sunday night, right? Some of these this is something important too. This says 2 servings, right? So this isn't one big meal for 1,038 calories. This should be split between 2 days, right? So it's really only like 600 calories or so, or even less than that, like 580 calories. And then you can see all the rest of the ingredients. So let's just say, matter of fact, we're not going to do this one. We're going to go back. I'm going to tap on main dish again, and let's choose the pineapple fried rice for dinner. Well, no, you probably shouldn't meal prep pineapple fried rice in the actual pineapple, although you don't have to do that. Let's see, what's something easy to meal prep? Let's go with lots of options. Let's go with the chicken tofu and rice. I really like this dish. Oh no, actually this one right here. This is a good one. This is the lasagna soup. I made this one probably about 6 months ago or so. This one was so good. This is a really good meal prep option, right? Okay, last time. My bad, y'all. My bad. Last time. Let me go back one more time. We're gonna go ahead and go with the tofu. All right, let's do the chicken tofu and rice. All right. So let's say we want to meal prep this one. We're gonna add this again, since we're on this meal. It's 654 calories, and it is 30 grams of protein. All right. Add to meal plan. We're going to pick the day that we want to have it. So let's just say Monday, and we're going to select dinner. All right. So it just added to my plan. I'm going to tap on go to plan so we can get there from here. Go back to the plan, and then you can see that it's been added right there to my meal plan. Now, so far for this specific day, I'm not going to eat breakfast. I have my lunch and I have my dinner, right? And that's only 1,194 calories, and I'm already at 94, or should I say 95 grams of protein. Now I can keep adding if I want to have a bigger snack or something like that. Let's see, what do we have? Let's add a shake. So we're gonna add the strawberry banana shake, and then we're gonna add another snack, and we can have like the chocolate protein pudding. right? We can have that. What is really just yogurt, but it's protein powder and yogurts, put it together, and it kind of tastes like a nice pudding. So even still, we're only at 17 with all this food right here so far. We got a shake, we got a big dinner, we got a big lunch, and then we also have like a dessert style dish right here. And we're only at 1,726 calories. And remember, our calories for the full day to stay within is 2,321, right? So we still have like an extra 600 calories. And you don't have to fill out the meal plan and reach that goal specifically. You don't have to, because you want to stay within those calories. You want to stay under the 2,300. So if you do fall short on some of the days, it's completely fine as long as you're full. All right. And that's how we'll go about designing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the same thing for this day. Let's go back to the chicken, and I will select my chicken tofu. And then the other thing is, so they don't take up a lot of time, I can just come here and I can duplicate them, and I can just drag it over. Right. Same thing for the pudding. I can duplicate it and just drag it over. Okay. Now that's how we can go about designing your meal plan. Now what I am going to do, or what I won't do, is I don't want to bore you all with filling this entire thing out unless y'all want me to fill the entire thing out. But what I do want to do is I want to show you all the next steps, all right? Because if we do a recap right fast, let me go back here so I can see me a little bit better. If we do a recap, step number 1, we need to understand how many total calories that we need so that we can start losing weight. All right. Just creating a meal plan is not enough. You don't want to just create a meal plan and just start grabbing different meals, because you don't even know how many calories you need, one, to maintain your weight. You don't even know how many calories you need to start losing weight. So you need to figure out how many calories you should start eating first, right? So that you can start losing weight, and then you go about picking the meals that you need and picking the meals that go within those calories, right? Because imagine if I just blindly started designing this meal plan. I had no idea how many calories I needed. I'm just picking meals because I think they look good or because they look healthy and different things like that. Like when it comes to fat loss, it's not about looking good or what tastes good. When it comes to fat loss, it's not even about what's the healthiest, right? When it comes to fat loss, it's what fits within your calorie totals. What's your activity output for the day? How many calories are you burning? And then how many calories are you putting back into your body? How many calories are you eating, right? And again, a lot of people don't like when I say that. A lot of other people that focus on, health and things, they don't like when I say, when I bring up the calorie thing. But I didn't make the rules, right? I'm just playing by them. I'm a person that has been overweight, honestly, the majority of my life, right? And I'm a person that has lost a lot of weight, and I built my dream body. I got a 6-pack, I got strong, I reached a lot of my goals, and I'm just telling you all the science, right? If you pull up any actual scientific article, any study, any book that's actually specifically based around the body composition, it's about the total calories that are coming into your body and the total calories that you're burning off. Now, I'm not saying that to ignore health. I prioritize it. That's one of the main things I preach is don't just go eat a bunch of junk. Keep the junk out of the house. If you do have a sweet tooth or a craving or something like that, make it a little bit harder to get access to it, and don't have it just like ready whenever you need it, so you can just grab it and start munching away. All right. But I do want it to be sustainable, because I know a lot of people, when they start programs, when they start losing weight, they do it in a way where it's super strict. So many people like to go on this like strict way of eating where they're cutting off everything. And please hit the like button for me if y'all in here. Tap that like button. It's free. I don't charge you for it. They go on these super strict diets, right? They say I'm cutting out everything. Even when they transition to a plant-based diet, they cutting out everything, and it's cool, because I, for the most part, gave I wouldn't say went cold turkey, but when I started transitioning, this was like 6 years ago, July 2017. I started with a 14-day vegan challenge, right? 2-week vegan challenge, basically. And I stopped eating meat, and I haven't touched meat again since that day, right? But at the same time, I still was eating like cookies that weren't for the next 3 or 4 months or so. I was still eating cookies that weren't vegan, or I was still eating like little sweets and stuff, ice cream, whatever they had like dairy in it. But it's because I didn't know. I didn't know that there were so many different options when it came to those, vegan cookies and stuff like that. I wasn't aware until I learned, right? But that everybody can do that. Everybody has their own path on how they transition. So it's the same thing when it comes to a diet, when it comes to cutting and losing weight, right? You don't have to completely remove everything. You don't have to give up everything. You don't have to start a keto diet or a juice diet or a detox and drop everything. Like, you take small steps. If you're overweight, if you're obese, right? Let's just say you got 75 pounds to lose or more. Let's say you got 50 pounds to lose or more, right? 40 pounds or so, whatever it may be. You can start losing weight by making some minor changes, because if you're overweight, if you have that much extra weight, there's some things that you're doing on a daily basis that's causing you to maintain that weight, right? So maybe you're drinking a lot of pop. Pop itself, like the cans of pops, those have like 200 calories in there. If you just remove the pop alone, you're gonna start losing weight, because a lot of people that drink pop, they're drinking like 3 a day, 4 a day, which may sound crazy to some people, but like those 4 pops or those 4 bottles of pop that you're drinking a day, that's like an extra 800 calories that you're taking in just through liquid, right? And that's not necessarily making you full or feel satisfied. For some people it may, but like that's an extra 800 calories, 600 calories that you're taking in just through liquid. If you remove that, you'll start seeing some weight loss progress. Same thing when it comes to some of the things that you're snacking on. A lot of us snack on chips and stuff and things that are really high in calories. And then again, this is the reason why I always say when it comes to weight loss, it's not about just trying to eat healthy, right, quote unquote. Because a lot of health foods that we snack on contain a lot of calories. And those health foods may be the reasons why we're not losing weight. Prime example, like nuts and seeds, right? Trail mix and stuff like that. They're healthy. Don't get me wrong. Lots of benefits, loads of valuable vitamins and minerals that we need for our body. But they also contain loads of calories. And when it comes to weight loss, calories is the name of the game. So if you're snacking on those big bags of seeds, sunflower seeds, or trail mix and stuff like that, you're easily adding in another additional 500 calories, if you're eating a whole bag. I'm not talking about like the people that just, measure it out. If you're measuring it out, that's one thing. But if you got access to a big bag of trail mix or nuts or seeds or granola and stuff like that, yeah, it's valuable from a health standpoint, but it's not helping your weight loss goals if you're just snacking and don't know how many calories you're taking in, right? So just we're making small adjustments, small changes like that can be extremely valuable for you all. And after that, once you start making some of those changes and you can stick with that for a little bit, you probably shouldn't necessarily try to remove, if you do have a snacking issue, I don't think you should just try to stop snacking. Just start replacing some of those things that you're snacking with better options, right? One thing I always say is snack on more melon. I didn't used to like melon growing up. I hated watermelon. I think I did a video on this, or I touched on this on my transformation video live I did a while back, but I couldn't stand watermelon growing up. I didn't start eating watermelon until I was 27 years old. So about like 6 years ago or so. Prior to that, I didn't want to see it. But now I love it. I love honeydew, cantaloupe, all those things. And the benefit of them is they're extremely low in calories. And they're also very filling. They have a lot of water content, right? They have a lot of other benefits when it comes to making you feel full. Set aside like all the health benefits, because I think the majority of us understand that. But specifically for fat loss, they make you feel full, right? So when I'm designing meal plans, I always put melon in there. Unless the person just can't stand it, then it's like, all right, whatever. But the other things that you should be adding in, snacking on, is more berries, strawberries, blueberries, those type of things. Very low in calories, very helpful, right? You should be having those first thing in the morning, honestly. Add them to your juice or whatever it may be, So make swaps, right? Just swap out some of the things that you're currently doing. Don't try to go cold turkey. Don't try to completely 180 your diet, because most people that make those drastic changes, they usually end up going right back to their old habits. because they weren't ready to make that huge change just yet, right? You want to start building up your belief system. You want to start building up your ability to believe into the things that you say you're going to do. And the best way to do that is by making small little changes over time. Okay. Now, some of us can do that. Some of us can just make these huge changes and give up everything or whatever. But that's not everybody. That's not the majority. And the majority of us have failed diet after diet after diet. So the best way to stick with them is to make those small changes over time. So let's get back over here. All right. Now, here's the thing. After you have designed your meal plan, let's just act like we already got all this meal plan designed. I'll add Wednesdays over here for you. Okay. Let me just duplicate. And for those of you all just coming in, I am designing my meal plan with the BBP Pocket Coach. The app, I'm using a desktop version, but there is an actual app. If you want access to this, just go to builtbyplants.io and you can sign up for a trial for 7 days. And then after that, it's just $27 per month. You get access to all of the tools that are inside the Pocket Coach, including our private community. So our private community is like our own Facebook, right? So this is like where all of our clients go, where they're posting all their wins, they're posting what they're doing. This is T. T's been with us for about 2 years. She's just phenomenal. She won our New Year challenge earlier this year. She just posted her bike ride. This is T-Bone. I think T-Bone's our oldest member. He's 64. He might be 65 now, but he travels all over. He's in North Carolina right now. He was just in Paris and a bunch of other places, so he's posting what he's eating in North Carolina. This is Lynette. Lynette just joined last week, and one of her main goals was to reach some of her body goals, but also be consistent, and she's been dominating. She only got 2 days in a row of working out. This is Brandon. Brandon's a dog. Brandon lost, I think, about 40 pounds. Now he's going more plant-based and specifically, and he has some gym goals. So he posted him hitting some PRs. The Pocket Coach members are always the first ones to know about any new recipes and things that we create. So, we have a good time in there. All right. And this is specifically for the Pocket Coach members. So I would love for you all to join and be a part of our growing family. I think we had like maybe about 25 people that just joined since the weekend. So I appreciate you all that are coming in, and we want to build a closer knit community. And this is a way to get more access to me because I'm in here every day. I'm commenting on every picture, and we have weekly Zoom calls as well. So every Sunday we hop on a Zoom call. We call it the Sunday sessions, where I'm on there, all of our other members are on there. We're in a Zoom room. We're going over our goals. We talked about what we did the last week, and then we set some goals for the new week, and then we challenge each other to reach those goals, and we post about it. And like I said, it's our own private community, all right? And it's actually our app. I'm just on the website version because I like to use the website, but it's an app as well. And if you just look through the channel, you'll probably see some more videos about the app. But if you all want to join, just go to builtbyplans.io, or there should be a link in the description, and you all can get access to it and check it out. And you will get access to this meal plan builder. And that's why I'm doing this video, because some of our new members, they're probably watching this live as well, and they want to learn how to design their own meal plan. So I figured I'd come up in here and do it on the YouTube channel, so y'all can check it out as well and design yours with us. All right. So after you design your meal plan, like I said, we're just going to act like I filled the entire thing out. The next thing you want to know is your grocery list. All right. You want to be able to know exactly what you're buying when you get to the grocery store. You don't want to just be trying to, I'm gonna go to this meal and I'm gonna see what this, what this meal consists of, and grab some of those things and then go to the next meal. So this is how the Pocket Coach, this is one of the reasons why the Pocket Coach is so dope. Once you have your entire meal plan designed, you can come over here to the top right. You can tap on the shopping icon. When you tap on that shopping icon, it pulls up the shopping list. Now, the shopping list allows you to select specific days that you want to shop for, or you can select all the days, all right, and all of the meals of those days. Once I have selected all of the meals of those days, I can tap on the shopping icon one more time to generate the shopping list. Once I tap on that, it's going to give me a full grocery list of everything I need to buy in order to make my meals for the week. All right, super in depth. So it breaks it down categories. So you can see fruits, you can see grains, you can see plant milk, protein, and it lists out everything: seasonings, veggies, super in depth. All right, so just like very accurate. And then again, if you don't want every specific thing that it says, if there's something that you don't eat, you can just ignore it, or you can swap it for something else, and it lets you know exactly what you need to buy. And again, this is in your app as well. So how I'm viewing it on the website, once I get into the store, I can just open up the app and I'll be able to see the same exact grocery list, right? Actually, while y'all are on here, let me show you. All right, so this is the app version right here at the bottom right or bottom left. So this is the Pocket Coach. So I'm going to log in, and this is what the app version of it looks like. So if I tap on my meal planner, I'm gonna let that load. All right. Actually, I'm in the wrong account. Oh God, I forgot about that. This is a test account. This isn't the same exact one. Golly. Yeah, I probably won't let me do it from this one. This is a new account. I should have had that ready beforehand. All right, well, we'll just go back to the desktop version. This is a different account, but so yeah. So what I'll do is put it back up full screen. Okay. And basically, I can go ahead and go into the grocery store and pull up this exact same plan or the exact same grocery list, and I can go shopping. Now, the cool thing about this is, let's say once I'm in there or before I even leave the house, if there's things I already have, like, when you check your cabinets and stuff, which I always recommend, check your cabinets, check your refrigerator, just in case you need to throw some things away before you go to the grocery store. If there are things you already have in there, you can go ahead and check it off so that you don't have to pick it up at the grocery store. All right. Just check whatever it is that you have off at the house already. Then once you get to the grocery store, just pull up the app version, and then you'll be able to see what's already checked off, because it basically syncs with the app. The website syncs with the app, and then you can go ahead and continue shopping based off of what you need. All right. So that's how that's set up. And again, it's all synced, the app and the website, and that's how we'll go ahead and get started with my meal plan. And the thing is, throughout the week, let's just say you're losing some weight. The other piece is actually while we're here, let's say you go for a full week. It's been 2 weeks and you're losing some weight, and you need to, what I recommend is check in, right? So right here it says body stats, and this is what I call the weekly check-in. So you can see I put some demo content here. All right. So the weekly check-ins lets you compare your body week to week as you're progressing throughout the program. So the latest check-in, you'll have your weight there, and then you'll be able to see how you're looking October 22nd versus whatever the next week you check in. I always say pick a Friday or Saturday or whatever day you're off, the morning time before you've used the washroom. After you use the washroom, before you eat anything, with minimal clothes on, as our buddy right here has. All right. And then obviously, ladies, you're welcome with your sports bra, whatever you want to wear. And then you come up here and check this plus. And then you will come in, add any notes that you want to know. Add the side pick, the back pick, the front pick, your waist measurements, and then save right here. And this will put the updated pick right there. So this will always be the first pick. And then the updated pick, shall I say, will always be right here, the latest pick. So you can see how your body's changing over the course of the program, and also keep all of your stats. And here's the thing. The reason why this is so important is because, let's say right now, if we go back, you're 210 pounds and you've been doing a meal plan, let's just say for, let's say a month or so, right? No, let's say you've been following it for, about a month, 6 weeks. Let's say you've been following for 6 weeks and you dropped, now you're at 210 pounds. Well, now it may be time to switch up your calories, all right? Maybe you just hit a weight loss plateau. A plateau just means that it's time for a change, right? Some variables needs to be adjusted. That's all a plateau is, all right? Plateaus aren't this huge thing, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose. Now, once you start getting leaner, the more weight you lose, the more challenging it becomes to lose more weight, because other variable factors start kicking in. Hunger increases, and that's why I always recommend having high protein, low calorie, high value meals, because you feel more full, even though the calories are less. Lots of little tips and things like that. And I'll go over all those things inside of the different courses that we have. So the Pocket Coach contains a lot. This is the plans in here. We have nutrition plans. We have courses, all different. I recommend everybody start off with the Fat Loss Blueprint because it goes way more in depth with these specific concepts, more than what I'm talking about right now, and more that I can't afford to go over due to time. But the nutrition courses are excellent. I recommend starting off with the Fat Loss Blueprint and going over these. I can give you all a little bit. All right. I'll show you all a little bit. So this is like a graphic I came up with, and then all the details. You're going down. I'm breaking down calories. As you can see, both of these two, the melon and then the Oreos, both of these contain 500 or 300 calories, right? But the difference is this is 900 grams of melon versus about, maybe 100 grams of cookies. And which one is more filling. So I'm breaking down all these different components so y'all can understand and learn, even going into the 5 principles. And this is just one course out of all the different ones, so start there. Now what I meant to go to was the fat loss calculator. All right, so let's just say you hit a plateau and you progress a little bit. So I'm gonna enter my numbers again, go back to here, and I'm gonna put 210. All right, so maybe since I lost some weight, I need to adjust my calories so that I'm not hitting that plateau, right? So you see that it's different now. When we start off, it was at 2,300 calories, but I've lost 10 pounds. So now it dropped my calories down a little bit, my protein intake, and now I can go back and I can start making adjustments to my meal plan, where I can go back up in here and adjust the daily amounts of calories I'm taking in. And if you don't want to adjust your calories and you still want to progress, maybe you're adjusting your cardio. Maybe you're burning a few more calories off with physical activity as opposed to just consuming less calories. All right. So those are the different type of things that you can do to manipulate your goals, or not your goals, to manipulate the variables that affect fat loss. And that's going to help you all on your journey. All right. So I think we're going to end it right there. I really hope this was helpful. I hope that you all were able to learn something or gather something that you all didn't know prior to this live, or at least something that you could take away that you can utilize on your day-to-day basis. Would love for all you all to become a Pocket Coach member so I can have more daily interactions with you all and help you all with your goals and give you the tools that you all need. Like I said, if you all want to join the Pocket Coach, there's a link down in the description. It's $1 for 7 days, a trial, and then just $27 per month. And again, like I said, you have free access to it to cancel if you want, if you don't want to stay. But the majority of people that join, they realize that they should have had this when they first started going vegan, or their, the beginning of their journey. So go ahead and try it out. What can it hurt? You can only help. And you get more access to me on a weekly basis, all right, including Zoom calls every Sunday. So unless there's anything else that you all want to know specifically, we are going to head out. Feel free to drop some comments after this video, because I do want to do more videos and more lives with you all. So whatever you all want to learn about, drop it in the comments. I would love to make more videos for you all. Aside from that, y'all enjoy your evening. All right, go eat some veggies, eat some fruit, have a great night, and I'll catch y'all mañana. Peace.